Most people think clarity comes in youth, but Charlie Munger believed the opposite. He said true clarity arrives after 50, when life's noise fades, and the lessons finally make sense. Munger's genius wasn't in choosing what to do, it was in choosing what not to do. He said, removing stupidity is more important than chasing brilliance. And after 50, this becomes your ultimate advantage. Munger simplified his life ruthlessly. He cut toxic people, he cut confusion, he cut rushed decisions, and he cut any activity that didn't make him smarter or happier. He used 3 simple questions. Is it worth my time? Is it in my circle of competence? Will this matter in 10 years? These questions protected him from emotional decisions, especially after 50, when most people make decisions out of fear. Munger famously warned, "You can't build wisdom in a sick body." After 50, your investments matter, but your energy matters more. He believed walking, reading, sleeping well, and reducing stress were as important as financial strategy. He called it the invisible wealth. Not money, not stocks, but peace of mind. After 50, peace becomes the new success, because a calm mind makes powerful decisions. Munger didn't follow trends. He didn't chase money. He built a life that matched his personality, quiet, rational, independent, and full of learning. That's why he succeeded for nearly 100 years. Munger believed the real goal after 50 is not to become richer, but to become wiser. Because wisdom protects your money, your health, your relationships, and your future. Near the end of his life, Munger said something profound. The world keeps rewarding people who keep learning. Not the smartest, not the fastest, but the ones who refuse to stop improving themselves. If you're over 50, you still have time to grow, time to evolve, time to become a better thinker. Charlie Munger proved that age is not a barrier. Stagnation is. Keep learning. Keep upgrading your mind, because your best years can still be ahead of you.
Charlie Munger believed most people understand life only after they have lived half of it. By the time they reach 50, they finally realize what actually matters. But Munger didn't wait. He studied these truths early and lived by them all the way. Munger famously said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no a lot." After 50, your time is your greatest asset, and protecting it is one of the smartest investments you can make. Munger believed emotions destroy more wealth than bad investments. At 50 plus, people face stress, pressure, fear of the future, but Munger taught the power of emotional discipline. He said, if you can stay calm while others panic, you will win in the long run. Munger said one of the biggest mistakes people make after 50 is ignoring their relationships. He believed your network, your circle, your loved ones are assets just as important as money, because good people amplify your life and toxic people drain it. Self-respect. Munger said if you lose money, you can earn it back. If you lose opportunities, you can find new ones. But if you lose self-respect, your entire decision-making collapses. After 50, most people think in terms of slowing down, but Munger encouraged thinking in terms of legacy, not legacy as in fame, but in how you live your daily life, how you treat people, how you handle money, how you perform when no one is watching. Even at 99, Munger was working, reading, learning. He didn't believe in retirement. He believed in continuous curiosity. He believed as long as your mind is active, your life remains meaningful. He often summarized his entire life principle in one line. Take a simple idea and take it seriously. Health, learning, discipline, wisdom. These simple ideas made him extraordinary. If you are over 50, remember this. Your past is experience, not limitation. Your age is strength, not weakness. Charlie Munger proved the world still rewards those who think clearly, learn continuously, and live intentionally. Your best life doesn't begin at 20. It begins when you decide to keep growing.
Charlie Munger believed the second half of life is where real intelligence shows. Not when you're young, not when you're chasing success, but after 50, when experience finally becomes your greatest teacher. He said the second half of life isn't about speed, it's about direction. Munger noticed something troubling. Most people live the same year again and again. They don't grow, they don't question themselves, they don't evolve. He said the biggest tragedy isn't failure, it's repeating stupidity. Instead of chasing perfection, Munger chased correction. He reviewed his mistakes, updated his beliefs, and fixed the errors in his thinking. After 50, this habit becomes life-changing. Munger avoided drama like a disease. He believed emotional chaos destroys clear thinking. He said a quiet life is a powerful life. And after 50, peace becomes the greatest form of wealth. Munger believed attention is the new currency. He guarded his focus the way others guard their money. No gossip, no useless arguments, no distractions pretending to be opportunities. Munger didn't just talk about compounding wealth. He talked about compounding character. He said every decision, every habit, every small choice builds the person you become at 60, 70, 80. Munger believed you shouldn't fear being misunderstood. He said, if you want to be respected, learn to live without being liked. Doing the right thing and doing the popular thing are rarely the same. Munger didn't chase youth, he chased curiosity. He stayed young because his mind stayed active. He kept exploring, kept questioning, kept learning. He believed curiosity is the true fountain of youth. Munger worked hard not for luxury, but for independence. He wanted the freedom to say no, the freedom to avoid fools, the freedom to think clearly. And this freedom becomes priceless after 50. Charlie Munger's final lesson is simple. If you protect your mind, your time, your peace, and your character, the world will treat you differently. Age becomes an advantage, wisdom becomes a weapon, and clarity becomes your compass. Your future doesn't depend on how old you are, but on how deeply you're willing to grow.
Charlie Munger believed something the modern world forgets. Age is not weakness. Age is leverage. After 50, you don't just have time behind you. You have experience, scars, victories, failures, all the raw material required to make extraordinary decisions. Munger said the real danger after 50 isn't physical decline, it's mental freezing. People begin to accept their limits, accept their routines, accept their old thinking, and then life quietly shrinks around them. He used a powerful rule. When the facts change, I change my mind. Munger wasn't loyal to old beliefs, he upgraded them. He replaced outdated ideas with better, wiser, clearer ones. Munger warned that denial is the most expensive habit. People over 50 often ignore financial reality, health reality, relationship reality. He said, reality is your friend. Ignoring it is your enemy. Munger believed in recalibration, resetting your goals, resetting your habits, resetting your priorities. After 50, this becomes the key to staying alive inside. Munger never chased loud achievements. He believed in quiet progress, small improvements repeated consistently. 5 pages a day, 1 new idea a week, 1 bad habit removed each month. Small steps, big transformation. Munger taught that acceptance is not weakness, it's strategic wisdom. Accept the past. Accept your mistakes. Accept your limitations. Because acceptance clears the mind and frees your energy for growth. Munger saw countless people bloom late in life. Why? Because they changed their identity. They stopped saying, "I'm too old," and started saying, "I'm still improving." Identity fuels action. Action builds momentum. Momentum shapes destiny. Munger said a rich life isn't measured in dollars. It's measured in dignity, clarity, and peace. And after 50, your definition of wealth must evolve. So if you're over 50, remember Munger's final truth. You're not running out of time, you're running out of excuses. Every day you learn, every habit you upgrade, every idea you improve, pushes you closer to the person you were meant to become. Age is not the end. Age is the advantage. And wisdom is the greatest return on investment.